Hi guys, Patty from Patty's Crafty Spot, and I'm here to share with you my latest design team project for Crealies. And this is, I'm calling it the Sound Photo Folder, and it is made to go inside of the Sound Mini Album. So where this fits is right on the inside cover, and it fits just perfect right inside the pocket. So I made it to go ahead and fit perfectly there. So if you have more photos and stuff, you can go ahead and make one of these, or two, because it also will fit inside the back cover. So you can go ahead and put it in the back. And let me go ahead and walk you through how this works. So on the front cover here is some tags, and these are made with the big labels and tags number 15 and regular labels and tags number 15, and just a couple photo mat inserts. And this is a gate style folder, and I use the medium tag to go ahead and angle up some pockets right here, and it opens up like this. So you have room for some photos on the side here and over here. So I didn't attach this circle all the way down, so you got room for photos right there, and it flips open, more photos here and here as well, and some more. And then in the center is a little spot to hold extra photos here. So if you have some more loose photos, you can just go ahead and put them in there. These flaps are made with the medium pocket die, and that will help keep everything tucked in nice and tidy. So it keeps it contained when you have it closed up. And it just goes ahead and folds down just like that. And then you just go ahead and keep it closed by adding your photo mats and tags. Just like that. Super simple to make. So it was, again, it's just using the big labels and tags number 15, the regular labels and tags 15, the on the edge die 101, as well as the medium journal and planners pocket die. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you how to make this. So to go ahead and make the sound photo folder, you need to cut some pieces, and these are the measurements. These are in inches and these are in metric. And then you also need to cut out 4 of the medium pocket die. So go ahead and pause the video and write these down. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get started on this. Okay, so you're going to take your first piece of your craft, and that's the bigger 8x8 or the 20.3 metric one, and you're going to go ahead and have your 2 craft colored flaps. So I kept the same color palette as I did on the original album, just because this was going to be an insert and I wanted to keep it fairly all the same. So you're going to go ahead and score on a 1/2 inch or 1.3 and angle your corners down because you're going to fold these. And these are the same size as your back piece, so you don't want it to overhang at all. So these are going to go on the top part just like that. So go ahead and fold that over, burnish it down. Oops, too far. Alright, so you're going to line these up. This is the piece right here. You're going to go ahead and line this straight up to the edge. Just like that. We'll go ahead and burnish that down really well, and then you're going to put on the other side. And don't worry too much if these are super tight up against each other. Oops. Because as you start adding things, it's going to get a little thicker and it's going to kind of come away. So as you can see, it's pretty tight right there. But as you make it, it gets chunkier and then it kind of separates a little bit. Okay, so then what you want to do is you're going to take 2 of your pocket dies. And these ones here, what you want to do is you're going to just burnish them all down so they're folded. And what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and have one for each side. So you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure over 1.5 inches and make a little mark. And then basically, let me see if I can draw it. You're going to put it in your paper cutter and you're going to chop off this part. So you're measuring over 1.5 inches and putting a mark, and you're going to cut off all the way to the corner. And then you're going to do the same thing the opposite direction with the other one. So 1.5 inches. So what you have is these two just like that, and you're going to go ahead and chop those off. So I already have them ready to roll. So then what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to line up the edge of your pocket die to the edge of your gatefold cover. Oops. So what you're going to do is you're also going to notice that the tip of this here hangs over just a little bit. So if you flip it over, you can see it right here. You actually just want to cut that off, just like that. All right, and then you're going to need to do the same with the other side. So you're going to go ahead and line it all up to the top, to the bottom, and to the side. And again, you'll have the little overhang. Chop that off. And as you can see, I wasn't quite to the bottom. There's just a little bit of the black showing, but that's no big deal. It's pretty much close to the bottom already. So then what you want to do, so that's how that works, and that's your closure where the photo mats go. So then what you want to do is you're going to take the 2 pieces that I have listed in the black, and these are going to be the flaps. So you're going to go ahead and score on 1/2 inch. And what you want to do with these is, for both of these, you want to go ahead and use the on the edge die 101. And the best way that I find for using these is just get some washi tape, because it's not super sticky. And what you're going to do is just go ahead and line it all the way to the edge. So you're straight to the edge here as well as the bottom. Just go ahead and apply your tape. Oops, that kept happening to me even when I was doing this. I'd stick my tape to my desk. So you got it like right that, and then run it through your machine, and then when you take it out, go ahead and line up the last little bits and run it back through your machine again, and then you'll get the fancy edging. So I have actually already done that as well. And then apply score tape to the 1/2 inch or the 1.3 inch score line. I mean 1.3 centimeter score line. Go ahead and burnish those down. Now these are going to fit right on top of where you actually folded over the flaps on the cover, and this isn't quite the same size, so you're going to have a little gap here and a little gap there, and from the score line here from this flap, come over about 1/8 of an inch. You don't want it to bind itself all up and not fold nicely. That way it still all folds nice. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. So if you want to make sure you're lined up even, make sure you close the other flap. And then you can make sure you're even across the top and the bottom. And make sure you're leaving a 1/8 inch mark from that score line there, so nothing binds up. Go ahead, remove the tape. So this is what we have so far, just like that. And then the only thing left now is 2 more of the medium pocket dies. So you want to go ahead and add your score tape all the way around. And I just want to make these flaps. I don't want to actually make these pockets. So what I'm going to do is take the sides and just close them in on themselves and seal them in there. So I'm going to do that to both. Just like that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and attach them. So I'm going to go ahead just like this. I'm going to line it up where I want. So if you want it exactly in the middle, these dies are 4 inches wide, or in metric they are 10.1. And then this part here is 8 inches, so halfway would be 4, or it would be, I'm sorry, these are 4 inches wide. Halfway on this would be 5.0, or on this part here, which is 8 inches, it would be, I have a little cheat sheet I made of my metric measurements, so I can try to get them right. So 8 inches, halfway would be 20.3. Hopefully those are right measurements. So I'm just going to rotate this just to get it even. I did put little pencil marks on where my centers were. I'm going to line it up to where I want it. Remove my tape, stick it down, so now I have a flap. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Line it up. Go ahead and stick that one down, and that is it. That was so simple to make. Most of it is in the decorating of this. And that's where you can make it, you know, give it the wow factor when you create it. And then, so here you go. Ta-da! So now I just made one for my back piece. So anyway, that's how simple that is. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little tutorial on how to make the photo folder for the Sound Mini album. So here it is, right next to each other. I will probably decorate this later on and go ahead and insert it in the back of the album, so I will have 2. But anyway, if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching this on my channel, Patty's Crafty Spot, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Crealies YouTube channel, also go ahead and subscribe. And either way, you'll get lots of tutorials and stuff that you can follow. If you have any questions, leave them down below, as well as I will leave all the links down below to the dies and stuff that I used in this. Alrighty, anyway, until next time guys, happy crafting. Bye!